All right, let's have some fun with multiplication, addition, subtraction, divisions in Excel. This is very useful in situations like this where you've got multiple rows of items with various expenses or costs or numbers, and you want to add, subtract, and get to some type of a summary. So in this case, we've got item 1, which there were a total of 28 of. They cost 68 cents each, which gave us $19.04. So what I could do is just pull up my calculator. 28 times 0.68 equals 1904. That's very time consuming to have to do that for each of them. So what I want to do is I want to use a function which is going to do that for me. So how did I get to these functions? Go up to your function bar. So in this case, we always start a function with an equals. And what I want to do is I want to multiply what's in row 7 with column D to row 7, column E. So I'm going to go D7 multiplied. So in the case of Excel, for the multiplication symbol, you use that little starry thing that's above your 8 key most likely. And then the row and column that I want to multiply it by, which in this case is going to be E7. And then just hit enter once you type that in. And it's automatically going to do the math. Now you can do the same thing for the next one if you want, which would be equals D8 times E8. Hit enter. And it does the same thing. But again, that's very time consuming. So a little tip here is once you've got that first one down, select it and see we've got this tiny little square in the corner. Just grab that and pull it down and it's going to automatically do the math for each additional row. If I wanted to divide these two numbers, instead of using the multiplication symbol, use the slash. Hit enter and it's going to do a division instead of a multiplication. So that's the symbol for that. Let's undo that because I want to stick with multiplications. Now, I want to figure out what the profit and loss is. So I'm essentially going to take column G and subtract it from column F and give me my profit and loss. So in this case, I'm going to go equals again, G7, the minus symbol, F7, enter, and now I get my profit and loss. And same thing, drag and drop it down, and you get the positives and the negatives. It does all the math for you. It won't by default do this color coding. I did some additional conditional formatting here that generates the colors. Now if you noticed, what I also did here is I did some summaries. So if I want to get a total, if I want to do a summary, that's easy enough. Just click on the square that you want it, and then instead of going equals, you can do this. Hit the little function icon. It's actually going to bring in some default functions. The summary one is the one you want. I clicked on it. I hit OK. And now what it's asking me is like, what cells does it want to summarize? So in this case, instead of leaving it at that, because it's basically not summarizing anything, right, with those cells, I can click on the cells I want to summarize. And then I'm going to drag it down. You notice what it's doing now. It's saying H7 to 814 because it's saying it wants to do 7 through 14. And you can go further, do as many as you want. Hit OK. And there we go. And that's what happened here. Notice G7 to G150 because basically I had gone all the way down to the end of the row. You can go in and change it if you want. 14. Hit enter. F14. The nice thing about this as well, so now you basically get the gist of it, right? If you wanted to do, instead of subtraction plus symbol, it'd add the two rows together, or two cells together. Let's undo that. You can do this in any cell, by the way. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the same row. So let's say I wanted to do this total with, say, this cost. You can do that, and it doesn't need to be anywhere nearby. So I can go up here and go equals, and whatever cell it is. So let's say D9. D9, and I'm going to multiply it by, let's say, E37. Hit enter. Oops. If you make an error, no worries. Just go back in there and correct it. Did I pick cells with no info in them? Must have. Oh, 37. Whoops, that's why. I picked the number, not the cell. There we go. So that's how you do that. And that's pretty much it. That's real basics of it. I'm not going to get overly complicated. Just start with simple ones, multiplications, additions, minuses, and then from there you can play around. You might have a scenario where you get some weird funky error because it doesn't understand what you're asking it to do. That's fine. Just clear it out and start over. Hopefully this works for you. Hopefully you found it useful.